Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it, it's Singleton. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Getting some, going up top. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He is feeling it, a huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes his connection. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They move the tight end all over. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on the board.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd down, going up top. With the catch, it's dealt. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if we're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Fires to the right. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the draw. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking down the middle. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's back. And that pass intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him right to the end zone. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
They'll run it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Allard. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the run, it's Singleton. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Dropping back, it's back. Working the middle, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. They're bringing heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Penn State 14, Georgia 3.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the running back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Allard. Gets it out fast. Fights off the defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're trying to get to it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Caught in the backfield, it's Delp. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Looking at a second and short now. They keep attacking through the air. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Etienne. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Oh, no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Single back formation, and they give it to it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Throws for the tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement here from the tight end. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. On the ground, it's Singleton. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Penn State 17, Georgia 3.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together and start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Leaves it with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the third play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see it through the coaching staff. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet feet on the move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground with the counter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Penn State! What a grab and go for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. Makes a grab over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Trying play action. He lets one fly deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. and then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Goes to the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To throw, it's Allard. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
A loss of 9 on the play. Offense facing 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quick completion to the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying the left side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wallace. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Coming up, 4th down.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes. Almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to throw. It's back. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Etienne. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. The aerial assault continues. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Caught in the backfield. It's dealt. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Dialing up a second down pass play. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's back. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Penn. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He caught it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score Penn State 27, Georgia.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.